Okay, exercise 6.3, question number 1. It is given to you that QP and RQ of triangle PQR are produced to QP is produced to S and RP is produced to RQ is produced to T, and such that angle SPR, this angle is given 135 degree and angle PQT is given 110 degree. We have to find out the value of angle PRQ. This angle we have to find out. So first of all, we can apply the linear pair property in this. For this, angle RPS plus of angle RPS plus of angle RPQ is equal to 180 degree, as it is a linear pair. So RPS is given, that is 135, plus angle RPQ equals 180 degree. So we can calculate angle RPQ, that will be equal to 180 degree minus 135 degree, that is equal to 45 degree. Okay, now similarly this we have calculated as 45. Similarly we can calculate the value of this angle, that is angle RQP, angle RQP plus of angle TQP, RQP plus of angle TQP. So TQP is given, RQP we have to calculate. It will be equal to 180 degree because of linear pair property. So TQP is given, that is equal to 110 degree equals 180. So with this we can calculate angle RQP equals to 180 minus 110, that is equal to 70 degree. So we have calculated angle RQP as well as angle RPQ. Now by angle sum property of triangle, angle sum property of triangle, angle sum property of triangle, sum of angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. So we can calculate angle RPQ plus of angle RQP, RPQ this angle, plus RQP plus of angle PRQ equals 180 degree. Okay, so RPQ we have just now calculated 45 degree and RQP 70 plus angle PRQ that we have to calculate equals to 180. So angle PRQ plus of 115 equals to 180. So angle PRQ equals to 180 minus of 115, angle PRQ equals to 65 degree. This will be the answer. Question number 2, it is given that angle X equals to 62 degree, angle XYZ 54 degree, YO is the bisector of XZ, XYZ, and ZO is the bisector of XZY. We need to calculate the value of OZY and YOZ. So for this, first of all we will calculate the angle XZY by angle sum property. Angle XYZ plus of angle X plus of angle XZY equals to 180 degree by angle sum property of triangle. Now we will substitute the values. XYZ is equal to 54, angle X is 62 plus angle XZY equals to 180. So angle XZY plus of 116 equals to 180. So angle XZY equals to 180 minus of 160. That is angle XZY equals to 64 degree. So once we have calculated angle XZY, we can calculate angle OZY, because OZY will be half of angle XZY, because ZO is the bisector of angle XZY. That's why. Okay. So angle OZY will be equal to half of 64, that is 32 degree. Okay. Similarly, angle OYZ will be half of angle XYZ. Angle XYZ value we already know. Okay. You can write similarly. And here we can write because YO is bisector of angle XZY. So that will be OYZ will be half of XYZ. XYZ is what? 54 degree. So it will be 27 degree. Now in this triangle we have calculated the value of OYZ 27 degree, and this angle we have calculated as 32 degree. Now in this triangle, by applying angle sum property, we can calculate the value of angle YOZ. So by angle sum property, angle YOZ plus of angle OYZ plus of angle OZY equals to 180 degree. Angle sum property of triangle. Got it? So it will be YOZ will be plus of OYZ. OYZ will be 27 plus OZY 32 equals 180. So it will be angle YOZ plus of 59 equals 180. So angle YOZ equals to 180 minus of 59. Angle of YOZ equals to 121 degree. Question number 3. In question number 3, it is given to you that AB is parallel to DE. This line is parallel to DE, and angle BAC is 35. Angle CDE is 53 degree. We have to find angle DCE. This angle we have to calculate. Okay. So we know that angle CED will be equal to angle CAB, because these are alternate interior angles, so they will be equal. Okay, so with this we can get angle value of angle CED will be equal to angle CAB, that is 35. So this angle will be 35 degree. Now we can calculate by triangle DCE by applying the angle sum property of triangle. Angle DCE plus of angle CDE plus of angle CED equals to 180 degree by angle sum property of triangle. Angle sum property. So angle DCE plus 53 plus CED, that is 35, equals 180 degree. Angle DCE plus 88 equals 180 degree. So angle DCE will be equal to 180 minus of 88 degree. Angle DCE will be equal to 92 degrees. Question number 4. We are given a with PQ and RS are two lines which are intersecting at point T. This is point T. Okay, such that angle PRT, this is 40 degree, angle RPT, that is 95 degree, and angle TSQ is 75 degree. We need to calculate the angle SQT. So in triangle PTR, by angle sum property, angle RPT plus angle PRT plus of angle PTR equals 180 degree. So RPT is 95 degree plus PRT is 40 plus of angle PTR equals 180. So angle PTR plus of 135 degree equals to 180 degree. So angle PTR will be 180 minus of 135, that is angle PTR equals to 45 degree. Now since this is, we have calculated 45 degree, so this angle also can be calculated, because this angle will be angle QTS will be equal to angle PTR, because they are vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angles. So with this we can say that angle QTS is equal to 45 degree. Okay, and angle TSQ is already given 75 degree, and we need to find the third angle SQT. So angle SQT plus of angle QTS plus of angle QST will be equal to 180 degree. Why? Angle sum property of triangle. So with this angle SQT we have to calculate plus of angle QTS. QTS is what? 45 plus of TSQ, that is QST or TSQ, that is 75 equals 180. So angle SQT plus of 45 plus 75, that is equal to 120 equals to 180. So angle SQT equals to 180 minus 120, that is equal to 60 degree. In question number 5 we are given up with PQ is perpendicular to PS. So that means angle between PQ and PS is 90 degree, and PQ is parallel to SR, means this and these two lines are parallel to each other. Angle SQR is 28 degree. SQR, this angle is 28 degree. Got it? Angle QRT is 65 degree. We need to calculate the values of angle X and angle Y. So first of all we will apply the exterior angle property. Angle QRT will be equal to angle RQS plus of angle QSR. So QRT is 65, RQS is 28 plus of QSR, angle QSR. So with this we can calculate angle QSR will be 65 minus of 28, angle QSR equals to 37 degree. Now this angle we have calculated as 37 degree QSR. Now so X will be equal to 30, that is angle PQS PQS will be equal to angle QSR. Why? Because they are alternate interior angles. So that means X will be equal to 37 degree. Now angle P plus of angle S will be equal to 180 degree. Angle P plus angle S will be equal to 180 because they are co-interior angles. And we can clearly see here that angle P is 90 degree and angle S is Y plus of 37. So we can write it as angle P as 90 plus Y plus 37 equals 180 degree. So that is Y plus 90 plus 37 is 127 equals 180 degree. So Y equals to 180 minus of 127. Y equals to 53 degree. Okay, question number 6. This is an important question. Here what is given to us that QT is bisector of angle PQR and RT is the bisector of angle PRS. We need to prove that angle QTR is half of angle QPR. So we need to given and to prove we have written. Now we will be starting with the proof. First of all, let us, for our convenience, we will assume these angles as x because these are equal. QT is the bisector, so if this angle is x, then this angle will also be x, and if this angle is y, then the other angle will also be y because RT is the bisector of angle PRS. Let angle PQR equals to 2x and angle PRS equals to 2y. So this we have assumed. Now we can apply the exterior angle property in triangle QTR. Triangle QTR, exterior angle is TRS. By exterior angle property, angle TRS, QTR, angle TRS exterior angle property equals to angle TQR plus of angle QTR. TRS is y and TQR is x plus of angle QTR. So this will be the first equation. Now we'll take another triangle. In triangle, first we have taken QTR, now we will be taking triangle QPR. Triangle QPR, exterior angle property. By exterior angle property, the exterior angle PRS will be equal to angle PQR plus angle QPR. You can see here that triangle PQR, PRS is the exterior angle, it will be equal to PQR, that is 2x, plus of angle QPR, PQR plus QPR. So that is what we have written here. So angle PRS we can write it as 2y equals to angle PQR, we can write it as PQR can be written as 2x plus of angle QPR. So now if we substitute the value from equation number 1 into equation number 2, substituting the value of suppose if we substitute the value of y from equation 1, substituting value of y from equation 1 in equation number 2. So in place of y we will be writing what? We will be writing x plus angle QTR. So it will become 2 into within bracket x plus angle QTR equals 2x plus angle QPR. So it will be 2 multiplied by x, that is 2x, plus of 2 times of angle QTR equals to 2x plus of angle QPR. Now we can see from here that these 2x and 2x will cancel out from both the sides. So we get 2 times of angle QTR equals to angle QPR, that is angle QTR will be half of angle QPR. Hence proved. This is very important question. Practice this question at least 2-3 times. Okay, so with this we have completed the exercise and completed the chapter. Thank you.